Back in the pine forest again. So it looks very familiar. Helicopters. Whoops. That road that I just came in on back down there was Billfinger Road, and that's actually the trailhead 2 for hike number 34, the northern Neusiok portion. So we're on hike number 34 now, and I didn't do an intro. What am I gonna do? Plus it's getting dark. Let's see if we can make it to the shelter before it gets dark. It's several miles. Anyway, I guess I better start recording for hike 34. Hike 34 so far looks like hike 35. So go watch that video. Oh, it's a little pond here. Not a bad looking spot to camp. It looks like somebody's camped here before. My tent would fit right here. Well, all right. I made a decision. Since I have to do, or wanted to do, hike number 34 for the Mountains to Sea Trail and do a video for that, the trailhead for that one at Billfinger Road, trailhead 2, is back where I just got off of that main road. So I think with it getting dark, I don't think I'll make it to that shelter before it's getting dark. That wouldn't really be a problem so much, but it'd be hard to make a video with that. So I'm going to camp in this area next to this cool pond right here, and I won't have a fire or anything, but just lay down and get up in the morning and go. I've got some water stashed at Highway 101, and then I'll grab that and then finish up the rest of the Neusiok Trail. Maybe stay at a shelter again tomorrow night. I think it's going to rain tomorrow afternoon, so that'll be fun. Hey, good morning, guys. I am on hike number 34 and also hiking the entire Neusiok Trail in the Croatan National Forest. I had intended to start recording at the Billfinger Road trailhead, which is not far back that way, but there was a bit of a gravel road walk before that, and I just came out of a rough section of the Neusiok Trail and kind of forgot about it. But anyway, most of it has looked like this so far. And I had intended to get to the dogwood shelter, which is a couple of miles further up this way, but it was getting dark and I was super tired after wading through and crawling under blowdowns and whatnot. So yeah, that was fun. I think the rest of the trail, I hope, is going to be easier. That was really slow going yesterday. Anyway, we'll talk more about hike 34 as I go along. It's been beautiful so far. Haven't really seen much wildlife. A lot of birds, some squirrels. This is February 4th, so it's actually fairly warm, but it's going to get down much colder tonight. I doubt that I'll finish the Neusiok Trail today, so I'll probably stay at another shelter or some campsite along the way. This is a national forest, and you can camp pretty much anywhere out here. Anyway, let's get going. We are coming up to probably what will be one of many boardwalks out here. I just saw the first person on the trail since I started. There was just somebody out jogging. But it's been pretty quiet out here. The Neusiok Trail is marked with these little things. It's just a little unusual to me. Normally I would see a painted blaze, or like on a lot of the MST, the little round plastic markers. And I think this is considered an alternate route on the MST. I was looking at the segment 16 guide. It basically offers the option to skip the entire Neusiok Trail, or most of it, which I guess at certain times of year might be a good thing. Yeah, like I said, yesterday was rough. That footage should be in the hike number 35 video for the southern portion of the Neusiok Trail. This one is the northern portion. We're headed to Highway 101. There's a trailhead there. As you're walking out here, you'll see a lot of variety, and at the same time, things can start to look a lot the same as you go along. You can stand in one spot and lose count of, there's different types of ferns, low-lying brush, a lot of pine trees. There's some other trees mixed in, different types of grasses. This is February, so a lot of it's brown, but you see a lot more green out here than you normally would hiking in the Piedmont. It's a beautiful trail, but like I said, after a while, things kind of start to look the same, so you have to stop and look around. The jogger that I met earlier passed me coming back this way, and that's encouraging because I doubt that he's going to be running through any wet areas. This area here is a little soggy, but nothing like what I experienced yesterday. Ooh. This is good. Can you imagine how hard this would be to walk through if there wasn't a trail here? yeah. Another wet area here, but it's not bad. You can easily get around it. Nothing like yesterday. Now I'm hiking hike 34 in reverse from Trailhead 2 down at Billfinger Road, but there is an intersection, and that direction is if you're coming from Trailhead 1 up at Highway 101, and should be around mile 1.3 coming from that way. That trail goes to Billfinger Road, a different part of it, and to the left is where you would go, and that takes you all the way down to the Trailhead 2 on Billfinger Road. So watch out for this turn. You can see the two MST blazes stacked on top of each other with one further to the left. It means the trail's taking a left. And I think we're gonna come upon some boardwalks here. Hopefully almost all boardwalk, because I don't want to take my shoes off again. Yeah, thank you guys. Starting to see some more variety in the trees. There's some holly, maybe some dogwood, different oak trees. A little bit more interesting section of trail. Plus you've got the boardwalks, which are always fun. Just came from that way, coming from Trailhead 2 on hike 34. Looks like it's a Blue Blaze trail. I don't see a sign, but I think that's probably to Dogwood Shelter. This is where I had intended to get to yesterday, but it started to get dark on me, so and I was beat. Feel much better now. But I am going to stop for a break here at this shelter and then move along. So here we are at the dogwood shelter. And this one is very nice. It's a lot like what was it, Blackjack shelter that I stayed at the night before last. This is Dogwood Camp. By Carteret Wildlife Club and U.S. Forest Service. This one does not have all the junk left in it like the other one. Just got a shelter log and some toilet paper. That's really all you need. Again, the well pumps have been removed from all the shelters. So the little fire pit is a grate. I've left some wood for you. Plenty of room for tents. That's my pack leaning against the tree there. Now this is something that I have not seen before on any of my hikes. That they've got these posts set up for hammocks. How cool is that? Well, this shelter is pretty clean. Now, Brian and Caitlin, I think I saw you write your names on the last shelter. Brian and Caitlin 2020. Nobody cares. Don't be a-holes and write your name on everything you pass by. You probably already broke up. I will find you. But cool shelter. Not staying here. It's way too early in the day. I'm going to try to make it to Copperhead Landing at least. But I'm going to hang out here and at least have a snack or maybe a full-on lunch. I had a little rainstorm pop up. Wasn't supposed to start raining until this afternoon, but you know, sometimes the storm will just pop up right over you. But I am still at the dogwood shelter, so all good. I'm gonna wait it out here and then decide what to do from there. My water cache is like 0.75 miles up the trail at Highway 101, and I'm about out of water now. So then it's another 7 miles to the next shelter, Copperhead. I think Copperhead Landing. But the hike 34 will be finished once I get to Highway 101. It is wet right now. The rain's cleared up now, and big thanks to Carteret Wildlife Club and U.S. Forest Service for the shelter. Stayed dry during that little pop-up storm, and I'm headed back out towards Highway 101. I'll catch up with you in a bit. Headed on to NC 101, about 3/4 of a mile. Okay, MST, you did a good job picking out the day hikes. on this Neusiok trail, because these are some of the better sections of it. Would not want to be in that section between Alligator Tram Road and Billfinger Road. That was rough. These boardwalks are nice. This one's called Michael's Meyer. Mike Meyer, get it? I can hear the road ahead. This will finish up hike 34 in reverse. This is a nice one. That's Highway 101. If you're pulling into that parking area, that's a steep drop. And, somebody's left some water here. And I got some water stashed over there in the woods somewhere. There's another logbook to sign. I've got to decide what I'm going to do from here. I don't know if any of that trail ahead is going to be flooded or not, but this is roughly halfway on the Neusiok trail, I think. Let's see, 306 to Oyster Point's fully open. 306 West trail is currently open with a detour. Recent trail clearing has allowed the opening of nearly all of the original route of the Neusiok Trail, with the exception of a short stretch that begins at the still closed Pine Cliff Recreation Area and extends westward along the Neuse River Beach. Currently open is a route that begins at the horse trailer parking area on Pine Cliff Road, follows the Red Horse Trail to Hope Road, then engages the north route of the Blue Horse Trail and subsequent lanes to the Neuse River shore. Thence, the trail resumes its original routing westward along the Neuse River Beach and southeastward to the Newport River. New trail routing is marked with diamond-shaped reflective markers. We'll have to figure that out. I decided to go ahead and bail here. Not fully sure what's going on with that reroute situation. It sounds mostly open, and I'm sure it wouldn't be a problem, but I had planned on getting home today. So I got a buddy on the way to pick me up and get a ride back to Oyster Point. And picked up a little bit of trash around the trailhead while I was here. See y'all on the next one.